Good afternoon, everyone. This is Matt Croissant over at Kia of Columbia here in Columbia, Missouri. Getting you some information on this beautiful pre-owned 2019 Jeep Cherokee Latitude Plus with the Attitude Plus. Very nice vehicle, lots of great convenience, equipment, and entertainment features on this vehicle. Up front, we've got some LED daytime running lights up top, LED projector beam headlights, and LED fog lights included on this model. Wrapping around here, we've got a nice alloy wheel set. Zoom on in, that's a 17-inch wheel set there for you. We've got color-matched mirrors, color-matched handles, turn indicators hidden right there, nice and sleek style. Chrome accents wrapping around our window trim. Got a nice rail system up above for some extra cargo capability. We've got keyless entry on our front two doors. We also have heated mirrors with blind spot monitors included on there for you. Privacy glass on all the rear windows. I believe this model comes with a manual lift gate. Looks like we've lost a screw there. Oopsie daisies. We've got rear parking sensors on here. This is a 4x4 model. We've also got a backup camera with a heated back glass with rear wiper and sprayer. I can imagine some portions of those taillights are also LED, matching the front. It says a nice flat white paint coat here, shining in the sun. Just got her all nice and cleaned up for you guys so we could do a nice demonstration video together. Get some chrome accents up front on the grille with the Jeep badging, Cherokee badging on the side here. Let's go ahead and dig on in, see what we got going on. All right, inside we've got some nice storage in the doors, power locks, windows, and mirrors. Front two windows are going to be automatic. We've got a window lock here too. Got a leather interior with some cloth as well for some extra breathability right here instead of having perforated leather. So we've got a, looks like 12-way adjustable driver's seat. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Giving you the ability to move that lumbar support here up and down right where you need it to be. And before we hop in, we've got our lighting controls here. They're automatic. Fog light controls are here too. Interior lighting controls and dash illumination controls will all be here on the left-hand side of the steering wheel. Oh yeah, it's nice and chilly in here. AC is working just fine on this 91-degree day here in mid-Missouri. We've got a leather-wrapped steering wheel here for you guys, and we can unlock that right here. Saw that drop a little bit. So this will tilt up and down. It'll also telescope in and out wherever you need it to be. And then just go ahead and get that locked back into place. And mounted on the steering wheel, we've got this directional pad with an OK button. It's going to be for your drive display up here. We'll go over that in just a second. We've got voice recognition with Bluetooth controls over here, and then our cruise control on the right-hand side here with some blanks for the higher models. So on the drive display here, from the get-go, we can see coolant temperature, fuel gauge right over here, ambient temperature, drive selection, and fuel range till empty right there, along with the odometer for the vehicle. So using our selector here, we're going to go through first the speedometer. You can change that to miles per hour or kilometers, depending on if you're traveling through Canada or something like that. Moving down though, let's go to vehicle info. Start on the first screen. We've got tire pressure information, coolant temperature information, which is the same gauge right here actually. Transmission temperature, oil temp even. Lots of great gauges. Oil life's at 89%. This vehicle did just get an oil change. We service and maintain and recondition all of the vehicles that we take in on trade or we purchase. Got a nice little new sticker right here. So just keep that in mind. You also get a full tank of gas and a free detail. You can even check out your battery charging information. 13.9 is pretty good. 14.2 volts is typically optimal. Down here we can check out our fuel economy, checking out again our fuel range, our average, and maybe some active information as well. And this looks like it's for trip 1 and trip 2 right here, since it's the same information on both screens. You can see that little dot dancing left and right. You got your trip info here from where you can reset that information. It is pretty much identical, minus a few seconds. So that's why that information on the previous screen is the same. We've got the start-stop technology. So when you come to a full stop in this Cherokee, you can actually have the engine turn off, save you some fuel. It's good for emissions purposes too. But especially on a day like this, you may not need it because the vehicle is going to stay on anyways with it knowing you're trying to stay as cool as possible. But when it's optimal to do so, it'll turn that stuff off for you. Moving down, we've got some audio information that you can check out on screen. Speaking of audio, let's go ahead and touch on the controls on the rear side of the steering wheel here. If I can make it. See that right there? It's going to be for volume, muting, and then on the left-hand side, we've got the same controls right here for tracks and presets, maybe pausing. Okay, moving down. Got some messages just in case the Cherokee needs to let you know about anything, and you can go into the screen settings too. All right, so we've covered the steering wheel. Left-hand one will just be, your blinkers and your brights. Right-hand one is going to be your front and rear wipers with their respective sprayers, and this vehicle is push to start. Moving up, we've got a nice little sunglass holder here that's felt lined. Interior lighting. Looks like there's a little pilot light right here for nighttime, which will emit soft light down onto the center console area for visibility. Standard rear view mirror. We've got a little bit of extra storage up top here. See anything else in there? Nope. Just a nice spot for maybe an extra set of sunglasses or whatever else you'd like to store in there. And then down below, we've got a nice touchscreen entertainment center with all of our shortcuts down here. So I had it on climate, max AC, trying to stay nice and cool here. We've got our radio over here that we can switch over to. Looks like we've got some Sirius XM available on this vehicle, which is great. We've also got our media we can hop over to once we're connected for Bluetooth. Temperature stays right up here, by the way. We can also, again, go back into the climate. We've got our apps. Looks like for our backup camera, we can turn that on automatically. Oh, we can actually drag these applications down below to this menu bar for your shortcuts. So you can kind of customize the screen. That's cool. Access our phone here, as well as our compass too. So I would also imagine that this vehicle is new enough, being 2019, that you would have some sort of Apple CarPlay or Android Auto features in here too. That's just not, visibly apparent right now. But tons of different settings that we can go in here to customize for the vehicle. Then down here, we've got all of our analog controls for volume. Pressing this will actually turn off the entire screen, which is why there's a dedicated mute button right here if you just want no sound. Traction control, your start-stop tech. You can also just turn the screen off here too if you want. You always tap that to turn it back on. Tuning, scrolling, climate controls right here for you. And then down below right here, we've got some nice charging. USB port, which is for data as well, again for that Apple CarPlay, Android Auto that I assume is on here. 12-volt outlet, auxiliary port, and with this being a 4x4 Jeep, we've got our select terrain features here. So you can leave it on auto, let the Cherokee decide what kind of traction control and drivability that you need for your settings, or you can set it to a dedicated snow mode, put it in sport mode, or if you're going off-road and you need that reduced torque output to the max, you've got your sand and mud option too. Okay, then our shifter here, this is a 9-speed automatic vehicle, so you've got manual shifting capability. Let's check out our backup camera real quick too. Looks like the parking sensors on this model are currently turned off. You can turn those back on in the settings in here where I showed you. So you've got a nice clear view of the bumper, a center line too. These lines over here with their colors for distance judgment will represent the true sides of the Cherokee for you. So wherever you're steering, this is showing you exactly where the Cherokee is going to maneuver. So as long as nothing is in between these lines, you should be good. Once they're starting to get close over here, check your mirrors just to make sure you're not going to impact with anything. Oh, and here's your parking sensor controls right here. I apologize, folks. So that's now on. Must have just glazed over that, but it's okay. We're learning things together sometimes when I'm doing these videos. You've got an electric parking brake right here, so you can just pull up on that to engage it. If your foot's on the brake, you'll feel a slight pressure difference, especially when you have it on the brake and you disengage. Cup holder right here. This particular Cherokee doesn't have power liftgate or remote start or anything. Just got your locking and unlocking for your keyless entry. Cup holders right here with some little pressure tabs for smaller drinks. Little storage spot here. Center console. Oh, dual level. So we've got this nice upper tray, which you can place items in that you're charging. You see the cable ports here on either side. Lift this up. We've got coin holder, USB port number 2, and a 12-volt outlet, and a nice deep well for storage. Then to our right, we've got a lockable glove box. Wow, that's freaking deep. That goes back a ways there. So you've got a nice deep glove box there that is, again, lockable. And last but not least, let's check out these handy dandy visors, guys. They're mirrored, they're lit. You got a nice little clip here, and they're telescopic to reach the full length of the window for all of your shading needs. Oh, goodness gracious. Whoa. God dang. All right, that's going to be it for the front seating area. Let's go ahead, turn this off. Thank you for all of your air conditioning, Cherokee. I appreciate you. All right. Checking out the rear seats here. More storage, more bottle holders in the doors here. We've got cargo bags behind the front seats, rear ventilation, and you can see right there 2 more Type B USB ports peeking out right there too. It looks like they've got a nice just little closable cover right here. Nice. Awesome. And then back here, same cloth leather combo. Got a little armrest with a couple bottle holders here. Latch seating for your child seats here, so all your tethering and anchoring capability. Get some nice little rear lights. Hooks and handles also included. Rear seats, you can actually adjust the seating angle a little bit. See how that laid back just a tad there? Now it's a little more flush. You can also fold these forward if need be, so you have some extra cargo space. Let's go ahead and check that out. Get an extra screw for this shortly here. Back here we can see we've got the cloth set of Jeep floor mats that came with the vehicle originally. Looks like maybe a little microphone or speaker back here. We've got some little hanging hooks on either side for smaller items to keep them from rolling around. 12-volt outlet for some tailgating and charging capability. And then underneath here, we've got some storage, it looks like. This board can recess further into the floor. You can see that second channel right there. Excuse me while I get this reoriented here. I'm gonna use my head to hold this up. Lift this up here. Hey, where's that spare tire at? I guess this is missing right now, but that's okay. If you want one, we can talk about it when you want to become an owner of this vehicle. All right, we've got some rear lighting back here, and that does it for the rear hatch. Just go ahead and grab this handle, give it a nice downward swing. She's all closed up for you. One last thing, I always like to confirm our passenger seat adjustability up front here. It's going to be a manual 6-way adjustable seat. We've got angle control. This will raise and lower the seat, and then we've got the bar for fore and aft, and it looks like a little handy dandy cargo net on the side here too. All right, and that's gonna wrap it up for this one, guys. Our last vehicle of the day. We're trying to crank out 6 vehicles a day here, showing off all of our pre-owned inventory. So make sure you like and share this video with your friends and family, especially if they're looking for a 2019 Jeep Cherokee Latitude Plus. Leave a comment if you have any comments, questions, or corrections about any of the information I've provided to you today on this vehicle. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that way you can stay up to date with all of the vehicles we're uploading to this channel for your informational and shopping needs. Also, with this vehicle being uploaded online, it is available for sale. And there is a direct link to KiaofColumbia.com so you can check this vehicle out and get all the other information that you might need. Thanks again, guys. This is Matt Croissant over at Kia of Columbia here in Missouri. Hope you're having an awesome day.